Straight from Hollywood.
Mario St. Francis Herrera.
Mario, man. I've heard that you are one of all the ladies out there. I heard you're one of the 50 most eligible bachelors at Cosmopolitan magazine. Is that true, or is that just hearsay?
I think it's a rumor. No, it's true.
Soap operas. You've been on MTV, music videos, GQ, Tommy Hilfiger. I mean, it sounds like you've done it all. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of you?
I would fly anywhere. The Corvettes, the parties, the yachts, the nightclubs. And I thought I had it all.
Thinking you're on top of the world, having it all, being having the stardom, the money. What led you to this now?
Being kind of this what they now call a Miami playboy or Miami player, traveling around, thinking that was going to be how I was going to be fulfilled. Be cool, have the girl. It was a total movie Hollywood life. You got the girl, you got the car, you got the money. All right, you got the house. It's like from Scarface, First you get the money, then you get the power, you get the women. And so, but I had never done drugs. I dated a Protestant, and she had some light, a fire, something in her life that I couldn't compete with. It was something that no matter how good looking, how much money, how famous, something that she had more than all of that. And she had a Bible that was highlighted and marked up, and I'm thinking, you're not supposed to write in that. That's a sacred text, man. You're not even supposed to open it, I don't think. And I really started to kind of get envious. It was the envy of their faith, the envy of their true Christian living. So it's as if she had a better-looking girlfriend that I went after, but she had faith, a Christ, who was this quote-unquote better-looking, person that she was close to. So I went after her best friend, Christ. And so I started dating my girlfriend's best friend, and that was Jesus Christ. She's got it. She's got the $1 million treasure. And it's when a priest, Father Larry Richards in Erie, thank you very much, he gave a parish mission. And I happened, I use the word happened then, but it was divine providence. I went to this parish mission, and he sat there and basically called us out on our weak faith. He's like, oh, you think you're all big? You've come to a parish mission? Ooh, big stuff. And he's like, oh, you go to church on Sundays? Ooh, oh, you're so good and holy. He's like, yeah, well, is Jesus the Lord of your life, your money, your finances, your decisions? Is he Lord of your body, your life? Or do you just basically check in on Sundays to get your little stamp, your little card stamped? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he sat there and he goes, oh, yeah, sure. You probably believe that the Ten Commandments, only maybe one or two of them applies to you, But, thou shalt not kill. What about when you sit there and you criticize people? You talk about them behind their backs. You are killing that spirit. You're killing that reputation. And I thought, what? He starts talking about, idols. Sure, none of us are, idolaters, are we? What about on Sunday? What about the football games? What about your car? What about when you've got something that you don't want to let go of and it's more important than God? That's an idol. And I'm sitting there totally getting my faith dismantled. It's like I was in spiritual boot camp. And the pinnacle of that conversion was that he started to explain the passion. He told me about the beginning, Adam and Eve, the prophets, all of the Old Testament, the people, how God has always been there and how the people were always insolent. They were always stubborn. And he goes, how often are you stubborn? How often do you actually have God present in your life and you fall asleep like the apostles did in the garden? And I'm like, whoa, bro, this guy is like, whoa. And he performed the passion. He started telling me what the weapon was, the flagrum, the cat of nine tails. He starts whipping the air. He starts screaming, doing the beating. He starts talking about the crown of thorns and how the body bled and how Christ's passion was real. And that's when I saw that I've seen people die. I've seen people who had accidents in their life, and their families were so deeply affected. But Christ died for all of us. And how is that affecting us? You got tattoos of, P. Diddy, or you got tattoos of, these rappers and all these people who passed before you, and they're now your idols. You got Scarface posters. But Christ died for us, and he died for us to have eternal life, to have the fullness of life. And I sat there I was living in a $250,000 home, a pimp hat to the max. I got the money, I got the power, I got the women. And I sat there and bawled my eyes out, seeing that I was completely empty. And that's how the conversion came about. And I decided right there, I wanted nothing but Christ. And I'm proud. I'm darn proud of my faith. And I'm now proud to be Catholic. So my name has been Mario. But when I had my conversion, and my brother told me, bro, St. Francis is your confirmation name. And I was the one Hispanic in the world that didn't have 12 middle names, you know, like Julio Cesar Chavez, Darracatata. I was like, St. Francis, that's it. I'm not going to drop the Saint. I'm not going to be Mario Francis. That's it, Mario St. Francis. So now, just like Madonna and Prince, and you got all these people with one names, I use it. It's Mario St. Francis.